Hi there, this is Kevin from RogueDeckBuilder.com here with round number 3 with the cube. Let's see if we can win one with this fun deck. Library Alexandria is tempting to play second, but I think we want to try to get an aggressive draw with Show and Tell on third turn. So we'll like to play first. And, okay, that works because there is Show and Tell, but no blue source for it. Got a red source for sneak attack, and the wooded foothills can go get a bayou. Or yeah, that's all it can go get is a bayou. But I think I will keep that and just hope to grab a blue source eventually. I don't know if this is a mole or not. I'm gonna risk it. Probably not the right play, but I like this hand a lot with sneak attack and on barrier rights. So I'm not gonna mole this. So we'll go ahead and lead with this wooded foothills. And probably go get a bayou, as I want to maximize the chances that I draw a blue source next turn. Show and Tell for a Sphinx is okay. It's not ideal. The more I'm looking at this card, the more I'm not liking it. So we'll go ahead and sack this right here and grab that bayou. Come on, land. Oh, look at that. Sometimes it just goes your way. Ancestral Recall is going to fill back our hand, and hopefully we get an angel. I mean, that's the best card I can think about is a library and a, well, just an angel. Angel would be the perfect card to draw here with the Ancestral Recall. So it looks like he's probably stuck on one land. No, okay, there's, oh, good lord. There's Gaia's Cradle, a rampy ramp hand. So let's see what other shenanigans comes out. Rancor on his Strangeroot Geist. Oh, yay. But we'll be able to Show and Tell, get a Sphinx into play. And the Sphinx can at least block that Strangeroot Geist for one turn. And we have a million ways to reanimate it over and over. This is going to go grab us our scrub land. We will have every source of mana. I'm hoping that this Show and Tell doesn't screw us over and he has some, crazy ass green creature. I mean, there was a lot of cool green tutors going around in the draft. There was a Green Sun Zenith and a natural, is it called Natural Order or Natural something, where you sack a creature to go get a green creature. So we'll play Show and Tell here. And like I said, not the most ideal of targets, but it is a 5/5 flyer on turn 3. Wait a second, I thought I had an Obstinate Baloth. Oh, that's on top. I'm like, wait, I thought that's what he was putting into play. And he decides he just has a swamp. So that's a great Show and Tell. Great Show and Tell, because it means he's not gonna be able to use this Gaia's Cradle ramp into something crazy here. Unless that was his plan all along, is we might as well get a swamp into play because he's just gonna ramp into it. So Demonic Tutor's gonna go grab him. Probably one of his bigger creatures. Really wishing I would have picked up that card. I think I've got enough like tutor stuff though. I mean, I don't know. Demonic Tutor would be sick in this deck with sneak attack. Too bad I didn't get in. There wasn't a Emrakul going around or some nonsense like that. Because yes, I do have one of the legacy targets, which is the Angel of Despair, but some of these ones that I grabbed, like the Sphinx, they're just okay. Sun Titan's amazing though. So I guess I can't complain. So he's going to go... So it grabs Eternal Witness to grab a Demonic Tutor? Or Demonic Tutor's an Eternal Witness so he can grab his Demonic Tutor back. Seems pretty good to me. Pretty good combinations in his deck. He looks very aggressive. But this Sphinx is just going to stop him in the tracks here. And he does choose not to attack, which is smart. So I can Birthing Pod next turn into Elish Norn. I think that's actually an amazing play. So we will... This is what's going to happen. We are going to... So Vindicate's on the top of our library. We're going to Birthing Pod. Take some damage here. First of all, we're going to attack. Then we're going to pod. Into an Elish Norn. I do think it's better than the Angel of Despair. Wipes his board. Down to 3 cards. Don't know what he grabbed with his Demonic Tutor, but he might not even be able to cast it. And Strangler automatically dies. Yep, okay. Oh yeah, because -2/-2 for the Elish Norn. So that's a good board wipe. It might just be game because of that. He could have some way to destroy the Elish Norn. Yeah, that'll do it. But we can kill Liliana with our Obstinate Baloth, or actually the right move probably would just be on Barrier Rights. And then when he uses his -2, is each player discards a card next turn, we chuck the Obstinate Baloth into play. So I do think that is the right play, is go ahead, throw out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On Burial Rights, on the Elish Norn. And we'll cheat in a Baloth here with his Liliana ability. There's Demonic going to grab another thing. So maybe a Putrefy or something like that to kill the Norn. And maybe Necrotal. I know that was floating around. But it's just going to be another target for our Unveiler Rights, which yeah, so we went and got an ultimate prize. But it's still a crazy card advantage for us because it took a Demonic Tutor and an ultimate prize to kill off an Elish Norn that we can cheat back in with Unveiler Rights. So let's see if he activates the Liliana here. Yeah, he does. I was hoping for that. I was hoping that he didn't decide not to. And he discards the Rancor, so he's probably very frustrated right now that he just got card disadvantage there. And we'll be able to swing into his Liliana with our Baloth. And then sack it. Do I have a 5-drop? Problem with these decks is you don't know what you have sometimes. I mean, Corpse Dance too. Geez, I've just got so many plays here. Did I have an 8-drop? I can't even remember. But we'll go ahead here, chuck this out. Kill Liliana. I guess I could have threw Elish Norn in. It wouldn't matter because I'd still want to swing it at Liliana. Let's see what we have here. Oh yeah, Genesis. I thought we had another 5-drop as well. Oh, it's on our sideboard, which is the destroy an artifact or enchantment dude. So yeah, we'll go grab Genesis. and go ahead, go grab the scrubland, and writes back into play our Elish Norn. Pretty much a lock here. Seems like we match up very well against him. He does have some pretty good aggro cards, but I mean that was probably the most perfect draw there. I did get lucky with drawing that island. I know I'm gonna get a comment saying that I'm a suck out and lucked out to get that. So here comes the hate in the comments, I'm sure. But it worked. Turn 6, we get him to scoop. And I didn't see any artifacts or enchantments. Rancor, but Rancor just comes back in. For this Indrik Stomp Howler. So I don't think I'm bringing in anything here. Null Rod, I didn't see anything for. Could be the Stomp. I think I might go the Stomp Howler over the Sphinx of Jar Isle. I'm not really liking this card too much, but it is a 6-drop, and I only have one other 6-drop in the Sun Titan. So it might be wise to keep it in here, as I do have plenty of 7-drops for the Birthing Pod to target. So I think it might be a little more powerful than this Stomp Howler. He's got to have an artifact or enchantment. But I mean, Braids is awesome versus him. The Abyss is awesome. Of course, all these are awesome. I don't think I'm gonna change it. We're gonna play it like this. And we're gonna hope for Library of Alexandria on the play again. Or that. Gifts Ungiven is amazing because we can go grab a White Source and Unburial Rights with it. So I'm not going to mull this, even though it is a 5-land hand. We've got all of our sources except for red and white. We don't need the red right off the bat. But we do have a way to get our Unburial Rights either in our hand or in the graveyard. And there's Angel Despair as well. So this is turning out to be quite a powerful hand if we can actually survive, knowing how aggro his deck looked last game. But he's not off to the start he was off to last time, which was a very, very strong start. So he's got to have a target for that if no cards are in the graveyard. Yeah, put target creature card from a graveyard on the battlefield in your choice. Okay, I think we'll be able to easily... That's not going to hurt us for a while, as we have nothing in our graveyard. Still a 2-1, though. That's quite aggressive. Show and Tell would be the best draw, of course. Library of Alexandria would be another great draw. Intuition would be another one. Elish Norn is just a blowout here. So if we draw the Show and Tell, it's pretty much good game, as we wipe his board again and are in the driver's seat with the Gifts Ungiven to go get us even more graveyard. Oh wow, Tarmogoyf. 0-1 Tarmogoyf right now though. So Survival of the Fittest is actually pretty good. Gonna be taking 4 next turn, possibly more with Tarmogoyf. I'm not going to... This is just an activation. It depends on what he does. I don't care for the Sphinx, so we could definitely discard the Sphinx, or we could actually just discard the Elish Norn, because we're gonna need a way to discard the Elish Norn. So actually, this Survival of the Fittest is a great card, but he can just exile it. So ooh, we got to be careful with that. Gonna go ahead and play the Survival of the Fittest and pass the turn back to him and see what he does on his turn. If he spends his mana, it might be the right play for Elish. I don't know. Yeah, this graveyard was actually going to be a pain in the butt for us. Wow, yeah. This is not looking good for us, just for the fact that we have nothing to really slow him down here. Wonder if he died to the Moran Crusader. Third turn, both games. Pretty much shuts his deck down too. Okay, so we're going to be taking 4. And he's got plenty of mana to activate. Oh, wow. Yeah, we got to be careful here. Oh, then he's got to exile it. So I don't know. It might be the right move to actually Sphinx and then have him flip that Nezumi. Ugh. Yeah, we're just going to be too slow here, I think. I think we have to go for it. I'm going to discard the Angel of Despair. I'd rather have that get exiled than the Elish Norn. And we're going to go grab the Baloth? Is that the right play? Or the Bone Shredder? The Bone Shredder might be the right play to handle that Tarmogoyf. Braids. Braids, he'll just sack the Gravecrawler. The Strix does give us card advantage. I'm thinking I'm liking this Baloth, though. Yes, the Baloth just combo... No, the Baloth doesn't combo with it doesn't combo Survival of the Fittest. So he's gonna go ahead. He's gonna pump out a Beast token here. Gifts Ungiven's just gonna be a little slow. But if we can stick this Elish Norn, we're in very good shape. So it's gonna be gifts. It's gonna be Gifts Ungiven at the end of his turn to get the Unburial Rights. No, because he can just exile it. And do we get to choose? Target opponent chooses two of those cards. Put the chosen cards in the graveyard and the rest into your hand. So we don't get to choose. So he can just choose the Unburial Rights and then exile it in response. So I'm hoping he taps out here. Because if he does, we get that Elish Norn, and we'll be in very good shape. His Beast will go down to 1/1s. It'll board wipe everything else. All right, other Black Swords, come on, do it. You know you want to. You know you want to. All right, so that flips. Oh, so now he can't actually exile it now. So yeah, we're fine. But he does have 5 mana actually to activate it though. In response, so that's even worse. No, okay, so it's tapped now. All right, cool. So we are going to be able to cheat in an Elish Norn. Unless I pass the turn. I didn't have 6 the turn, did I? If I did, I'm going to quit this game. So 6 mana. Destroy target artifact enchantment. Okay, so he's going to destroy the Survival of the Fittest. But that's fine. Not a big deal. We'll live. So 1 mana left. Well, we'll wait in case he's got some sort of shenanigans. Oh, but now we can't get Elish Norn into the graveyard. Yeah, that sucks. Ugh. That's no good. Alright. We'll gifts here. Target opponent, so I have to choose him? Ugh. How these cards are worded. I could definitely grab a Sneak Attack and a Mountain. And a... So Unburial Rights is definitely being chosen. And I could choose the Ancestral Recall here. My Sneak Attack's amazing if I can't get it to hit though. I definitely can't, yeah. So it's gonna be gifts. I think I'm gonna take the Ancestral Recall as well. Possibly the Birthing Pod? Now I definitely want to target that we can chuck out or get some value out of. So Sun Titan, and is Sphinx the other good choice, or is the Battle Sphere? Show and Tell. All right. So no matter what he does here, I'm getting some crazy value. Hoping not the Show and Tell. Okay, show and Tell goes in the graveyard. Oh, Ancestral Recall, duh. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Umbrella Rights goes in the graveyard. So that wasn't... Yeah, I definitely misplayed that because I needed to get a creature in the graveyard, and now I have no creature in the graveyard. And I go to 2. Ouch. So yeah, I'm basically dead here. Misplays on my part. I don't know if there's really anything I could do here. Wow, I did that during his attack phase too. I'm a very bad player because I pumped up his Tarmogoyf in the process. So yeah, there's nothing I can do here. I misplayed that horribly bad. The only thing I can think of doing is Ancestral Recalling. And go to 4. Yeah, it's over. Alright, we're on the play next turn. Hopefully we get a better aggressive card and I don't screw things up miserably like I did that time. Again, I don't see any point to the Stomp Howler. Edric's kind of cool, but I'm just not fast enough for it. So I'm going to go ahead and just play it like this again. So the correct play would have been to Show and Tell, not Ancestral Recall. So Show and Tell, Sun Titan, another creature, and Umbrella Rights. And that way I could have at least got one creature. Would have been the Sphinx. But the Sun Titan, if that would have been the target, I don't think would have been able to... I would have been down to a 4 life if I would have played Gifts right, not during his attack phase like an idiot. And then I could have got... just a Show and Tell back, though. I don't think I could have taken... I could have staved off any sort of enough damage there. You would have been able to get through with the amount of beast tokens and whatnot. So I'll play first. Library of Alexandria. I want to draw first so bad. I might not be able to keep this, actually. Because... unless just let him go first, basically. But that's his huge card advantage. I don't know if I can. I think I have to mull this. So we'll mull it. This is much better. We have a Vindicate. No way to cast our Intuition, but hopefully we can draw into it. We have action though, and that's as much as I can hope for. We can Vindicate a huge threat here. So no ramp off the top. Wooded Foothill's great because it allows us to go get a Bayou. I don't know what this allows us to get, because I don't think I had a Tropical Island. In fact, I'm pretty sure I didn't have a Tropical Island, so it's just a Bayou, though. Which I don't know is actually the right play. And this Stringer Geist I'm not going to Vindicate, of course. I'm going to allow that just to hit me. I don't know if I save the Wooded Foothills. Yeah, I'd probably just... we'll activate it here. I'll grab a mountain if I don't have a better target. Yeah, just the Bayou. I think I'll just grab this mountain as a source for sneak attack. Play the Vindicate next... or leave open the Vindicate mana unless we do have the Intuition mana. Not liking to see that. So good old Stranger Geist is putting the beats on us. I don't know if we care about that at the moment. Not going to Vindicate that, of course. Doesn't really harm us. A lot of our stuff is very high casting cost. Now I'm wishing I had another Forest out. But at least the Baloth can come out next turn and save us some damage. So we're in decent shape here. And now that I know the Pernicious Deed's in there, I kind of want that 5 mana destroy artifact enchantment, dude. Alright, Stringgeist, quit being so mean to me. 6 damage from this bastard. And I do think the Baloth is the right play, even though I could cast Genesis and... yeah. So he could activate Pernicious Deed next turn to kill, or he could activate it right now, actually, to kill a Baloth. And that might be the right move for him. But at least I baited out that Pernicious Deed. And I'll be able to save another permanent that I'd rather have stay alive. So Barrow Rights is probably the best draw that I can actually draw here. Well, Blue Source is probably the best draw that I can draw here. But I'm feeling okay. I'm feeling comfortable with the Vindicate. Now I'm wishing the Genesis. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to take 2 here. I get to play Genesis next turn. Let's see what he plays. So he misses a land drop. Yeah, now I'm definitely wishing I would have replayed that differently. But Genesis gives me a 4/4 blocker. I mean, he can top a land here and kill it. But then I do think the play would be to activate the Genesis for the Baloth, and then I would... no, I can't play it. Well, yeah. And then I could play the Birds of Paradise as well in the same turn. So we'll see what happens here. Yep, there it is. There's his 5th source. I could see a Pernicious Deed activation. Oh, Moran. Why'd I have to base the Moran Crusader deck? It would just be... and that is an answer for Moran. Okay, Arbor Elf. Don't care about that. Demonic Tutor. Probably he's going to do the Eternal Witness combination again. Alright, Blue. Where are you at? I can't even cast a Braids. Sad. Okay, this 5-color deck is really screwing me over. I'm wishing I would have got the Bayou with the... instead of that mountain. But we got our Vindicate. And it's tempting to use Vindicate right here. Is he gonna Deed for 1? No. Well, we could just kill that Deed. Oh, that is more than fine here to ultimate price my Genesis, because it does give me an activation. Next turn. But I'm gonna be taking 5. But I do want to keep that Vindicate up. Scavenging Ooze, exile target creature card from a graveyard. Oh, okay, that's what he did. Well, yeah, that's gonna definitely have to be vindicated. So he's gonna exile the Genesis. Boo. And untap a forest with the Arbor Elf and exile the Obstinate Baloth again, I would imagine. But we do have a answer for the ooze. Taking 4 here. Hoping that's what he got with his demonic tutor was the ultimate price. So we won't see an eternal witness combo to get it back and really fill up his hand. Braids is a decent option. Actually, Braids is an awful option. Okay, so here's where we Vindicate. Oh, Vindicate's a sorcery! Wow, I'm a bad player! No! Oh, wow. So I'm just too slow for this aggro deck. Braids does give me a blocker, though, a chump blocker. So he sacks a Strangle and then I can block with the Strangle. But, I mean, I have to seem to think that I Vindicate the Scavenging Ooze here. Well, that's a thing. And that does help out a lot. No, it doesn't, because I need the double black for the Strix, but at least I can Vindicate and Intuition here. I mean, maybe that's the right way to go, but then I take 1, 2, 3, 5. I think I have to Vindicate this ooze. I really do. I have to get rid of it right now. That is the better play. Oh, I got a birds. So I get Braids here. And he sacks his... Well, I'm actually thinking that the Strix is the right play. So I actually do have... Jeez. Have to take a life here. But that's 3, 4, 5, 6. Guess I'm given. That's not the card I wanted to see. But it gives me a blocker for a Strangler Geist. I mean, he could just deed here. No, he wouldn't want to deed just for a Strix. Yeah, I'm just too slow for this aggressive black-green deck. Unless I get a show and tell, a crazy show and tell draw like I did first game. But it's fun nonetheless. I will block here. So not even sure what I could draw into to get me out of this mess. Especially when there's a Tarmogoyf breathing down my throat. I mean, Norn would be awesome, actually. But yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Norn would be the best draw because it wipes everything but his Tarmogoyf and gives me a blocker for his Tarmogoyf. But he could actually no, he couldn't activate. He'd have to top deck a land. But Ultimate Price, I'm sure he's going to grab the Ultimate Price here. Or Demonic Tutor. He's going to grab the Demonic Tutor. Nope, he does grab the Ultimate Price. So he might be Ultimate Pricing my Birds of Paradise, thinking that, yeah, the only thing that I can do here is draw into an Elesh Norn. But he decides not to do it. But I don't draw into the Elesh Norn anyway. So it's not a big deal. Thinking I can't leave my... Yeah, so anything I put out, he's going to be able to Ultimate Price. Search your library for any 3 cards target opponent chooses one, put that card in your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Gotta activate this Misty Rain for us. I gotta do it. Grab an island. So is Gifts better here? I think Intuition's better. Some Barrelerites. Let's grab a Bone Shredder. And Sun Titan? See which one he gives me. He'll give me the Sun Titan. That was a very stupid draw of mine. Nothing else, we can unbarrel rights into a Strix, but I think we still die because he can kill the Birds of Paradise. I mean, actually, what he could do, the smart thing for him to do here is go for the throw at the Birds of... No, because we could just tap it for mana. So he does... Decided to do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm one off. So we do unbarrel rights for the Bone Shredder here, I believe. Kill the Tarmogoyf. And have a blocker with the bird. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All he has to do here is Pernicious Deed. No. That'll kill us. Yeah, all he has to do is Pernicious Deed here. All he has to do is Ultimate Price a Bone Shredder. And he doesn't do it. The game was his. He could just Ultimate Price the Bone Shredder, Pernicious Deed the Birds of Paradise, and swing for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's see if he's smart and does that. Yep. So then he deeds for 1. And yep, the only thing I could have would be like a Disfigure or something that could save me. But that's game. I don't know if I misplayed this game. I'm sure I'll hear about it if I did. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 damage exactly. And that is game. So it was fun though. Didn't work out the best, but there's some cool combinations we were able to get off. Fun little interactions. Oh, it didn't allow me to. Oh, there it is. So let's see. Draw. Corpse Dance not going to do it. Yeah. Yep. Just too quick for us. Anyway, this is Kevin from RogueDeckBuilder.com. Thanks for watching.